What is up, guys? This is Judah and Jesse, and we got something very, very special for you today. Jesse, what are we doing?
Oh man, you know, it's spring, and my favorite thing to do in spring is do a little spring cleaning. You clean your house, you gotta clean out the gutters, you gotta clean out the flower bed, you gotta clean the car, and you gotta clean yourself.
Yeah.
So I feel like we needed to hit two birds with one scone, as people like to say nowadays. So
maybe in Britain, but
because I think Kevin actually needs to wash his truck.
Yeah.
So I feel
it's a little dirty.
We should probably clean up too a little bit.
Yeah.
So let's just go through a car wash in Kevin's truck, and we'll just ride through in the bed. So we'll get clean. The truck will get clean. I mean,
well, we're not gonna go in these though, right?
No.
Are we gonna change?
Let's change.
Let's do this thing.
If we get pulled over, I'm going to act like I didn't know that they were there. Kids, don't try this at home or at your local car wash.
It's definitely about to rain.
So there's not going to be... Well, the good news is...
No line.
No line at the car wash when it rains.
Where are you guys' shoes at?
Yeah, it's...
Nice shoes.
Because we're going to the car wash, you don't wear shoes. You almost lost your hat with that breeze. What do you think it's going to do when you're riding the back of a truck?
Why is this not turning on?
Okay.
Yee!
One
A car!
Okay. Let's do this.
Camera inception.
You want to close this in?
Turn this in.
Here we go.
Oh no.
This is not a good idea. I'm saying it on camera. Bad idea.
I said no to this, and Pastor Tim said yes.
It's on record. Okay. We are in the back of the truck.
Why did I wear my hat?
We're ready to take off.
I'm so scared.
This is really fun. But I feel like there's a moment where I'm gonna have to own this as my idea. So like maybe
Yeah,
if we get hurt or something.
Either you're gonna have to own it. If someone gets hurt, we get pulled over, or it's a total success.
Right. So I'm gonna own it. And as cliche as it may sound, I think there are moments where we have to own our faith. The same way that I might have to own this bad idea. Bear in mind again that we are not, by doing this, encouraging you to do it. So don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. We have been given such authorization. We are trained professionals, and we are operating within the confines of our training.
Hey, if this GoPro's blinking, does that mean it was recording? Yes. Okay, lay down.
Okay. Hey, if either of you guys are looking for a 2-bedroom, 3-bath pothole up here, we're about to hit them.
What can wash away my car? Nothing but a speedway car wash.
Is that good? Pretty good. He's harmonized.
All right. So this is Judah and I's view from the back of the truck. Oh boy.
There's a stoplight.
What do you see, guys?
People see a little camera. They're poking out like the freaking Pixar lamp.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Soprano. Hey, so Pastor Rick,
Yeah.
did you grow up in church?
I did. I grew up in church.
You Canadian?
Yeah, hey. I grew up in an era where I didn't feel like I had my own faith.
Right.
You know what I mean? I felt like my faith was kind of based off of my parents. And, that's, kind of, what they're talking about here even is, don't let anybody look down on you because you're young, instead gain your own faith.
Yeah, I think that it's so important because it's easy to lean on the faith of your parents. Like when you don't have to make the decision. Like when you don't have to make the decision to go to church. Like when somebody has to make that decision for you.
Yeah.
It's just easy to kind of, oh, drop the card.
Oh.
So we definitely just pulled into the speedway where we're gonna go to the car wash. Oh, there's the speedway thing, right there.
Oh, I don't feel good.
And both of us just got really nervous. I feel like we have great ideas, and like, for me at least, like when it actually comes time to actually do it, like the hot pepper challenge we did. It was like, oh, it's a great idea, up until we actually had to do it.
I feel like I'm riding a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's like the
Anticipation.
where you're so scared for it to drop.
It's kind of freaky.
Good to see
Oh,
you.
God.
Thanks for having me.
There's a pretty young girl out here.
Let's go through a few steps to help you design the best wash.
No.
And just specifically for the record, I 100% said that this was a bad idea. You can write that down, send it in, mail it in.
Oh, it's a chip.
Thanks for holding with us. Kevin's trying to figure out the self-checkout.
I can't see a thing.
Wait while we validate your form.
We'll get it figured out.
Hold up. We're going in. Oh, we're going in. We're going in. Oh, we're in. That alarm just went off.
Oh, back up. Back up.
Oh man, I pressed it immediately.
Okay.
Is this the soap? There it goes. Make sure you can taste it too. Oh, that tastes terrible. What is this? Looks like that milk poured over it. I can't. Look at my nose. What is that smell? So soapy.
Is your skin burning?
This is the best. You guys are so dumb. You guys are covered in a wax-based chemical right now. And this was your idea.
Like a wax museum.
Well. Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
I just washed the inside of your car with the spit that came through.
It's coming again.
It's called Power Washer for a reason. Oh,
I warned them
man.
against that thing.
Oh, it's time for the spot-free rinse.
Oh, that's exactly what I warned them against. And just as much as I warned them against the power washer, I warn you guys against just leaning on only your parents' faith and your grandparents' faith. Have you ever thought maybe what Jesus did was so real that, you know, maybe I should consider having a faith of my own?
Like a little spritzer. Oh,
dude.
Do you remember a time in your life when you made that decision to make your faith your own?
Yeah, yeah. I do. I remember where I felt like I was stuck in that trap of who I felt like I was labeled as instead of like being myself.
Right.
And I think it's that moment where there's a switch that flips that says, you know, I'm my own person. This is what it is, and we have to make that opportunity for ourselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
So anyway, talking about faith. Okay, so oh, we did it. I can't talk, I'm so cold. Oh yeah. These got blown off at some point. Yeah. Super clean. Spring cleaning. I can see you perfectly.
I think that what it comes down to was my heart, and if I was just going through the motions, because it's what we should do,
Yeah.
or what was expected of us.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it wasn't until I had like an encounter, I felt like with God, you know, and he realized, you know, hey, you have no relationship with me. You know, you're just chasing all these things. You're chasing, you know, I was going to college to be a baseball player at the time.
Right.
And, you know, chasing success and chasing, you know, popularity and chasing this scholarship dream that I'd had. But
Sure.
until you're in that space where you have to make the decision, you realize that if you don't have faith in your life, you don't have, you know, a relationship with Jesus personally in your life, that you really actually have nothing. Doesn't matter what you have, it's actually nothing.
That 1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anybody look down on you because you're young. I feel like people get patronized
Right.
because they're young. People get told that, you know, your opinion or your value doesn't matter, or it's less important because of their age. You haven't experienced enough life to go out and do something. But man, I'm telling you, some of the most powerful stories that I have heard, honestly, come from kids.
So how was it? Can you guys describe your experience?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was cold. So the first couple of rounds weren't bad because it was like a pre-soak.
Yeah.
It just tasted really bad.
And then one of the water spritzers or whatever blew Jesse's glasses off his
Right
face.
off my face. And they were just sloshing around in the bed.
So what was your favorite part, Pastor Rick, about watching this whole thing go? Well, how about hearing this whole thing go down?
Honestly, it was the process of like pulling up to the car wash and then trying to figure out like, are we gonna get away with this? And then how long it took you to literally pay for the car wash.
It took you forever.
It was like breaking Morse code.
Well,
holy
no, for real,
camera.
because the thing during that part is like we knew that we had pulled up to Speedway, and then we sat there for what felt like to us because our hearts were like pumping. Is we sat there forever.
Ex-youth.
Invade car wash. Oh, we're going to show Pastor Tim.
Heck yeah, we're gonna show.
He's gonna be so excited that this happened. Who do you guys want to tell him, or you want me to tell him?
You tell him. You going first.
You tell him.
Okay, I'll tell him. Oh my gosh, we're so excited about it. He's gonna be so happy. He's gonna be so happy.
So would we be able to get a PO for that?
Guess what we did?
What?
Come on in, guys. Come on in.
What? Dude, why are you guys so wet?
We spring cleaning.
Yeah.
We went to a car wash, and they were in the bed of my truck. What do you think?
We spring cleaned ourselves.
Yeah. And the truck.
Kevin's truck.
Yeah.
They told me you were
I
okay
mean,
with this.
two birds with one scone, right?
Are you? That's stupid. Like efficiency.
One's going.
That's stupid. Like, do you realize like somebody could have got hurt? Like the liability. Like we could get in trouble for that. Are you kidding me?
The water jet one,
What?
not the floppy ones.
You guys are You guys are ridiculous. You guys are stupid. I mean,
Thanks, Pastor Tim.
you guys, for real? You guys there for real?
Yeah, they really went through the car wash.
Oh, if you like getting wet.
All right, guys, it is the next day. We got some dry clothes on. Honestly, my abs hurt from how much we laughed yesterday. Hope you enjoyed watching episode 23, and we will see you next week.